All right. Rolling live. Mew beat us to our own stream. We pinned his comment. Mew's the first one here with proof, evidence. It's true. He did. He did beat us to our own stream. We're standing AFK in a bank. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, we have some updates. Apparently there's some demonic pack, maybe a couple updates, couple changes or something. So we got a couple freebies today. We got a freebie for killing Huey. We got a freebie for, I think, killing Blood Moon or killing Perilous Moons or something. So, I don't know. We put those in. I think probably from what it sounds like we've yeah, dude, I don't understand, like, big G's on the attack and XP or HP on the 99s. I got 2 packs. I only got 1 extra reset, which is cool, but I honestly was more interested in I'm trying to finish. I need 4 points to finish this build off. So we're officially live. So yeah, I don't know what that was about, what they missed. Currently we're playing around with Herblore. I haven't been streaming only this account. I do stream only my Iron Man Slayer Lock Challenge account. We'll go back to that after this weekend. I think this weekend might be one of our last weekends streaming leagues. We'll see. But yeah, we've got some levels here. So Demon Butler basically gave us 99 free crafting in like 4 days, if that. Probably less than that. Actually OP. He's working on fletching and planks for us now, which are going to basically 99 these skills out. We're doing some manual Herblore, mixing potions. We did get 99 thieving like same day because of the larcenist. We needed some money. We've crafted a amulet of fury and enchanted it, and a regen bracelet. So we officially are like approaching some actually decent gear that's not absolutely dog shit. We still have adamant plate body, of course, because, you know, why stop there, you know? We have 1,100 easy clue boxes. We got that from thieving. Last time we streamed, we got a fishing barrel, which stacks with our knapsack. So that's going to be hot later on in the game. We basically have 168 free slots for fish. Like that. We have 4,869 house keys. With 0 use for them. We do have some seeds now. We actually can farm. Perilous Moons is actually dog shit for drops for us. So we've done 4 completions. 2 of them were 2 for 3. We skipped Blood Moon. 2 of them were full completions. We did all 3. We've only gotten Super Compost, Swamp Tar, and some other dog shit. We did get a Blue Moon Helm. I guess that's okay. Gave us some melee strength. You know, not really convinced yet. So we're working on Herblore. Just gonna speed run through these herbs we got real quick. We're gonna manually click, just for time purposes and all that shit. I'm not gonna make you all suffer through cleaning an herb one at a time. We're not that fucking old yet. And then yeah, like to Mew's point, you know, you had to do Night Sword to give Thurgo a pie, but you need access to Varrock for that. Yeah, for the red berries, because they're sitting out front, south of Varrock, east of the mages or the wizards. Yeah, it's, I don't know. At that point, you have to go look for a drop or a pickpocket, or like, I found myself in a couple of those situations. I don't know. Our demonic pacts, just going over everything, because just catch up before we start playing. So we've earned 10 packs. We started off, obviously, with this one. We decided to go melee build early on. I wanted to do the hits with range. I did blind bag, but I also, I thought these worked nice together, obviously. But the accuracy, basically, we have a 100% accuracy bonus in all combat styles, which is huge. I thought that was the most OP. Some of this shit I don't understand, like what the fucking point is. Like +5 defense level, like I don't understand. And it's you know, there's an option to essentially venge. I'm sure there's a build path here that lets you like auto venge all damage, and you just don't do anything except for stand still. But what we're trying to do, we went this route of prayer. Melee strength is increased by 50% of our Worn Prayer bonus. What I'm hoping to do, high hopes, is very soon I am hoping to be able to start cracking easy clues. Farm some easy clues. I want to get some of the God robes. And the reason I want to get the God robes is if we're able to max prayer, like just prayer bonus, and essentially off protection, like as we do Toa and some of these other things, if we're able to melee in some of these areas, our melee strength is going to be so high, like end game high, for us having literally nothing but a protection prayer. So in my mind, this is, I know the blind bag stuff's cool, multi-hits, you know, everybody loves hitting multiple times. I think we go back into this and finish this off here. I just really like this melee strength increased by 50% of our Worn bonus. I know there's another plus 10% accuracy and plus 1% melee damage here, but honestly, these 3 are the priority. If we get a 4th one, cool. We can kind of, you know, none of this shit matters to what we're going for. I don't see value in some of these. I know they're just not as good. And I think maybe this one's cool down the road, you know, but for blind bag, if we can multi-blind bag and get a shit ton of melee strength based on what we're wearing, I think that's the build path we're going for right now. So without further ado, we're going to start finishing our Herblore grind, which shouldn't be too long. I think we're 63. I think I can only do a few more potions, and then we gotta go somewhere else, do something else. We did unlock Desert, by the way, our first region. We've done Pyramid Plunder all the way to the top. There is a challenge to get 99, or to do Pyramid Plunder, the top room, 25 times. We may go back and do that. There's an option to light a mummy on fire. There's an option to light a mummy on fire for Demonic Pact, which is, I feel like it's super easy. I could absolutely be mistaken, but the mummies are in a pyramid. I can't imagine it's, you know, enough to like make you lose your mind, but I could absolutely be wrong. Been wrong before, right? This will be easy. Famous last words. I think it's about it. So, oh, we need Marintils too. I don't know. I think that's it. I got no other updates. I don't think. Maybe later. We're gonna go sell some of these bowstrings. We got a couple. Yeah, you know, we're just doing, you know, doing a little bit. We've had some fun, right? So, a little bit of cash. We got runes, we got arrows, we've got some shit. I don't know. I think at this point we're basically just gonna get our next relic. We've talked about for the next relic doing the Slayer. I'd like to get my next relic before I do my Slayer task. I just finished a Calphite task. It was my third task. We're 55 Slayer. I'd like to get this last 600 points prior to getting a Slayer task, obviously, because then we get all rewards for free. We get a auto Slayer helmet all the time. A bunch of other cool shit. I think our Slayer points rate goes like through the roof. We'd have to double check. The reloaded, when we get reloaded, we'll probably choose the treasure clues. You can teleport to your next clue. I don't see a better... I don't know. Don't see really a better option. We have yet to see any dragon stones anywhere from anything. That may change. Our next area will be Corrund. Most likely, I mean, the Slayer Caverns are there, right? We're going Slayer, so it makes sense. We've also got some other stuff there we'd like to do. I'd also like some boots. Some Tribrid boots. Unfortunately, Toa didn't auto-unlock, so we got Boo Boo. It's really sad. Really sad. Toa didn't auto-unlock. Actually tragic. We might have to go cry. We have to go actually do quests, which is really disheartening. For reasons like Mew said, you know, there's all these little dumbass things that come up, like you know, you can't find red berries, but you gotta have them for the quest, you know, just dumb stuff. Like, why is this even here? I don't know, I guess let's go light a mummy on fire. So, seems pretty easy. Bring some food. I guess we'll plant some seeds and shit before we go. Hang on, what? Yeah. Our farming is terrible. Farming sucks, though. Farming's actually garbage. So, I wouldn't be surprised if I have none of these. Limport roots are 26, so we're getting close to be able to make strength potions. Yeah, we don't care about any of these. We need some tomato seeds and some sweet corn. Ooh, some guams. We need some guams. We'll plant those there too. There's our tomato seeds. So we'll grab a seed dibber and all of our cool stuff and I guess go farm. I'm going to keep a couple bird traps on me. See if we can catch some birds while we're out. Yeah, I was thieving the wealthy citizens. They were given 800 gold per pickpocket, so I was like just sat there AFK practically for a while, and then yeah, I didn't really do anything. I know I said we'd organize our bank. We haven't done that yet, very clearly. There's a task to mine something with a rune pickaxe, then we can high alch that or sell it. And we need our teleport book, and I don't think we really need the bell right now. Should be fine. Yep, cool. Let's go plant our seeds. Oh, I believe the Vyres are probably wild. Vyres are great. 70 blood shards, it's crazy. I've been looking at quest XP, like quest reward XP, and we'll get some for contact, we'll get some for Beneath the Cursed Sands. In the descriptions it says that you unlock them, like you unlock these activities, and in my mind that meant that we unlock those activities without doing prerequisites. So, you know, just sad. Very sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. I guess it'll be a good refresher, though, for the Iron Man Slayer lock that we're doing, because we'll have to do it there after we actually complete the Slayer lock and record it, because I need to have... The reason I'm only streaming on that account is I need to document all the progress, because when the Slayer lock actually happens, that shit's going to go viral. I mean, you can't get Hellhounds every freaking task for like 5 tasks in a row and not... Yeah, got 28% chance of getting Hellhounds as a task, 24% chance of getting a Calphite as a task. Yeah, people are going to be upset. They're going to be curious, they're going to be upset. We actually did farming. Really sad now. Really sad now. Let's see what the task is with the rune pickaxe. Oh, we just have to mine anything, so... Let's go mine something real quick, and then... We'll teleport to desert, light a mummy on fire, and we might hammer out some perilous moons. We really do need to get the 82 agility there. We really need to get those dual macaronis 100%. That's disgusting. 9K blood runes and 16K death runes is worth that pickpocketing alone, Mew. That alone is worth it. That alone is worth it. The blood shards are like icing on the cake, right? Because you only get to do 3 of them at a time. But yeah, I mean that's just crazy. That's crazy. All right. There's also a task for praying at the altar in Narda, I believe. So we'll go there. And the mummy is where we get our ancient crystals. Oh, that means I got to do the quest. That's what it's for. We're going to skip that right now. We'll go to the desert. Just go light a mummy on fire real quick. Just go straight west, follow the river. It's been a while since I came out here, to be honest. It's pretty crazy. Oh, we could do Pyramid Plunder for it. Let's just go do Pyramid Plunder. Blech. There's a mummy. There's mummies in there. Oh, wait. While opening sarcophagus in Pyramid Plunder. Yeah, we could do both. Let's just go to Pyramid Plunder. It said the mummy was the guy at the front, so I had to make sure that we weren't going to go there to talk to an NPC that we can't light on fire. So, now that I know we can, we'll just go light a mummy on fire real quick. I don't know why this is a demonic pact worthy challenge, to be honest. Lucky on the first try. Found the mini game. Let's go. So we'll just open the sarcophagus on every floor. Maybe we'll get lucky, get a Pharaoh Scepter. More teleports. Yeah, those, I mean, at that point, with that many Blood Fury charges, you might as well, you know, scythe up, right? Or, never mind, you gotta use Blood Runes and Blood Vials. Ignore everything I just said. Well, I mean, you're gonna burn through the Amulet of Blood Fury with a scythe, but now go get a scythe, and then so you got a reason to blow through 700k blood charges. Maybe that's where I was going. There he is. We hit him with a fire spell. Set a mummy ablaze. Set a mummy on fire with fire damage. It says in the desert. That's sad. Specifically, it's one. It has to be from this specific pyramid. Like, I would have loved additional detail. It even mentioned mummies in Pyramid Plunder, but the specific pyramid, the Jaldrock pyramid, will be set alight. So, yeah, I mean, I've never done this before. Maybe I'm the one that's lacking, but I never experienced a time playing RuneScape where I went to this pyramid to light a mummy on fire versus change my spell book. But that's okay. We'll go light him on fire. That's fine. We'll make it work. Alright. We just got a demonic pact for that. Very strange demonic pact. Very strange. No. That increases our chance of blind bag, which means that our kill time is like going to be through the roof now. The tasks where we get demonic pacts, I don't think we have one until we get to cast Ice Barrage. We have a problem right now of getting blood runes, though. That may change as we do Slayer more, but right now we have a problem doing that. Fire Cape, we probably could like finish fletching, make a magic shortbow, and go do, I don't know. We'll figure that out. That one's not that bad though. The Fang ornament kit. That'll be fun. I don't really, the rest of it, I don't really, not really that. No more easy ones. No more low-hanging fruit. I believe we had to be fletching 79 for that. We're not there yet. I believe we have to be... What's the level for this? Hang on. 80 for that. The quest of Out in the Desert, there's a quest out in the desert where we have to go to this pump in the desert and get water flowing again. And I think there's a telegrab needed at that one place. Let's look that up real quick. Make sure that that one's not auto-completed too. Spirits of a Lead quest. It is not done. See? See? I may not remember the name, but I remember what we do. Oh my gosh, the prayer XP, we have to do this quest now. Oh, and we have a spear we can use. Okay. Okay. We're questing momentarily. Questing momentarily. Yeah, they shouldn't let me or encourage me to start fires. Absolutely not. It's a really dumb idea. Really dumb idea. So right now we're at a 12x. I think we're at a 12x multiplier with... Yeah, so we're going to get about 100k prayer XP for doing this quest. Let's go grab all the requirements now. We can... That's fine, whatever. Beers. Deposit these. So we need an air rune and a law rune. That's the telegrab. See, I remember that. Oh, it's only one. Oh, 5's the teleport to Camelot. We can't do that. Needle and a thread. We bought that a while ago. Oh. We're gonna have to deposit our farming gear, y'all. We're just gonna have to call it. Deposit this. We'll go farm later. We can high alch that rune pick later too. So we need a needle and 2 thread. We have our spear. I think. Right? Yeah, we have our spear. Light source. Do we... I think I lit a torch. Oh, look at that. Past old man is covering for future old man, bro. He's like, we're gonna need this someday. Put that in the bag. Put that in the bag. We need that someday too. Put that in the bag. Put that in the bag. Yeah, we'll buy one of those. We'll need that later. Empty water skin. We'll need that later. Ban both old men is right. Put it in the bag. Just put it in the bag. All right, so we need a rope. We got that. We need a knife. We got that. We need a bow and arrows. And a pickaxe. God. You can't even make it up, dude. Can't even make it up. We just happen to have a rune pickaxe that we bought the last time we went through that town, Camtorum. And we need it now for this quest. Destiny awaits. Alright, where's our bow? We have a U short bow somewhere. We also have mithril arrows somewhere. We have a bow, we have arrows, we have everything we need to do this. Let's go do this quest and bank 100k prayer XP, which should probably put us to, it'll be close to 55 actually. Look at that. It'll be about right on the money of 55, maybe even 56. And the prayer for Pity's 70, so we'd be close. This is a challenge, Flickering Smite, so we could do that. Oh, yep. So yeah, we can, you know, chivalry, we could do that, you know. Any prayer buff helping us out? Oh, I have to use the, yeah. Actually, that just became like our best in slot magic robes. That's funny. That's actually really funny. That's actually hilarious. We've been maging and nothing. We had an amulet of magic and like a wizard hat, the fire battle staff we got from a clue. So we literally just got free mage robes with like, what is it? Oh, it doesn't even have a bonus. It's just our adamant being garbage. But that's amazing. Well, we have robes that look like we know what we're doing now, right? I'm a professional mage for hire. Oh, do we... this is probably a task. What? This is so bad. He gave me a 1 gold bar. What do I think about that? Didn't mean to eat that, but alright, we'll do it, sure. This Caramboan poison trucks too, by the way. Oh, this is a slash, right? So we'll just use that. Okay, last one is crush. I just want to get 55 prayer for free. We have some sun-kissed bones and like the like 500 bone shards in our bank. So that should, it may not get us 270, but it should get us close. If I remember right, this genie just is like, you know what? I don't even care. Teleport to last destination. The Agility shortcut book has been so useful. It's been so useful. Not sure what to do. Wait, did we pick up there? I was be like, we picked up the shoes, bro. And it's a task to pray to this statue as well. So this actually is like a 2-for-1 right now. So we'll go put the statue in the house, pray to it, get the task. Should get a ton of XP. The magic XP, whatever. Thieving XP obviously don't matter, but the prayer XP though, about 100k is pretty nice. Free. 144k, look at that. Whoa, 57 for free. Hold the phone. That's what we're talking about here. Look, now there's water. Or genie piss, one or the other, but you know what? If we can drink it, we can drink it. I don't think we need half this shit again, but we'll bank it just in case. Come on. Pathing in this game is, you know, just comical. We can go check on our crops. And, you know, oh, we need our tools first. Can't forget the tools we deposited earlier. We need a spade. We need our tomato seeds, our guam seeds, our sweet corn. Oh, we're gonna grab 2 of those bird traps too. We need to go hunt. It's actually become our skill holding us back is farming and hunting. Everything else is like basically base 50s. Let's go see what is happening. Yeah, farming's brutal. And you know what's funny? What's really funny is that it took me a lamp so I could plant onions because we had so many seeds. I mean, I have all these seeds in my bank. I had yet to get a potato seed. It sounds so dumb, but we had yet to get a potato seed. It was terrible. It was so terrible. So we actually had to use a genie lamp on farming to get level 5 so we could plant onions. Actually, no, we might have raked and then used a lamp. I don't remember. It was really bad. Doesn't matter. It was terrible. Terrible experience. Don't recommend. Oh, we didn't even pray to this. Or no, yeah, we did. We prayed to the statue. We got that. And Atlatl darts, we have those ready to be crafted, but we have to have Hunter to get the antler or whatever. We've not tried killing a Moxliato yet. Maybe we give that a shot too at some point. Now that we have enough prayer to sustain a fight with Prey Mage. $27. We have to keep planting Guams until we clean 25 for the task. Okay, so we did our farming run. We got 5 levels. Maybe one of our sweet corn allotments will live this time. Maybe we'll actually get XP. We can plant limpwort now. That means strength potions are on the way. Let's go have some fun and see if we get lucky. I need to reread this relic, or I'm sorry, demonic pact real quick. Yeah, it's any heavy weapon. Does not care if it's one-handed or two-handed. Bring some super attack potions just in case. I don't see what would, you know, maybe be different, but set that to crush. Set this to crush. Set that there, that's 3. So right now our chance is a 21% chance. So we can Quetzal there. Because we're going there. We also at some point need to build all these Quetzals, because we've not built one yet. It's getting pretty brutal, coach. This is the Proudspire Rocks. The closest we can get. There you go. Alright, let's go see how we fare against a Moxliato. They're punching us for no reason. Very rude. Very rude. Oh, they're stabbing us. They have knives. But... okay, well, I guess we have to start a quest to do this as well. More quests all the time, never ends, ceases to amaze me. Let's read what we're missing now. So Final Dawn requires Twilight's Promise, I believe. That's completed though. So Final Dawn requires, it has to be another quest we're missing in this quest line because they won't let us in. Heart of Darkness. We can do it. These rewards are going to be worth it. Oh my gosh, the rewards are so worth it. You're talking 144k mining, 144k Slayer, 144k agility. The agility doesn't really matter, but Slayer and mining, yes. The recommended items, yeah, that's just for teleports. We don't care about that. Prayer potions. You know, little column A, little column B. Maybe we can reset our prayer before continuing. Maybe we don't need it. It says we need 30 coins in combat gear. We've got combat gear. We has no money on us. Items can be... Yeah, alright. I guess we're going to our bank. Wonder if we can climb up and say hi to Huey and bank real quick. No, this isn't where I'm trying to go. I'm on the wrong mountain. We're going to our bank. We're going to get 30 coins. And then we're going to go do another quest. And then we'll kill a Moxliotl. Farming. Rune crafting, once we got into Guardians of the Rift, when we unlock Desert, you get Guardians of the Rift, you get Temperush, you get Toa, you get Pyramid Plunder. Pyramid Plunder was, you know, XP was cool, but you're not really getting nothing outside of that. The money you get selling it wasn't like bonused out, so didn't really do anything. So yeah, you know, is what it is kind of deal. But Temperos XP's 100k plus per game solo, and then outside of Temperos, Guardians of the Rift, we went from 27, which was the minimum requirement to start Guardians of the Rift, all the way to, we did Sulphurous Essence up until that point. Once we did Sulphurous Essence, is this the one we have to start? Rallo's Rise. Let's hang on. Let's teleport there. We went, in 2 games, we got to 45. We're definitely going to go back there for rune crafting. It doesn't multiply the runes you get. I wasn't able to end a game. Like, the game I just couldn't complete, but you can craft runes there. You know, when I get to 70, I could potentially craft bloods there, which solves that problem a little bit, depending on, you know, what areas we unlock in Slayer and their drops, right? So, I don't know, you know, there's just working out what you can and can't get your hands on based on the regions you pick. Because unlocking ancient magics would be great. You see this? The old ones? I resemble that remark. Uh-oh! Desiree appeared! Thanks for popping in. We are doing a quest so we can fight a Moxliotl. I'm not happy about it. It is what it is. But, you know, we are going to get a fat chunk of XP from this quest, though. We just got like 144k prayer. Why is the back door locked? Like, that's just to inconvenience me. Like, there's no reason that should... Whoa, hang on a second. Uh-huh. We'll be back here for sure. Now we're talking. Get to rest a little bit. Nap time. Yeah. Best part of the whole quest right there. Little nappy poo. Yeah, we're skipping all this jargon. We need... to get on with this quest. The agility boots are great though. We're auto gaining like almost 900 XP every 10 tiles, so this is gonna be great. All the quests now are basically us training agility. Look at that, 768. Beautiful. He didn't even take me with him, he just lied. Oh yeah, we don't have salvage or overlook, so... Oh, whoop, wrong one. Look, we automatically just started climbing the mountain. Okay. Hopefully the teleports help us speed through this, because I'm not enjoying doing quests during leagues. I don't enjoy doing quests on my main. It's why I one-shotted them all, because I was going to pull my hair out. I had to stop. Did like 70 quests in like 2 weeks. Knocked them all out, and just called it a day. I think we have to kill all these people too in a test or something, right? We stab them all. We could do that. That's not a problem. It's the best part of the whole quest. At some point when we do the final dawn, the other benefit is we can actually maybe do a little bit of Doom and maybe get a lucky like wave 3 you know, drop, or wave 4 drop, you know? Maybe a little cheesy Avernic Treads, you know? A little 1KC 4th wave cash out Avernic Treads, you know? Maybe one of those. You know? That'd be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. We'll just four-dose these real quick. Drink one of these. Pickpocket. We got a key. Open the gate. Probably have to open the chest. Never mind, the gate's not going to open. We got a book. I'm going to read the book. We got a chest. Open the chest. Put the book in the chest. No one cares what it says. I shouldn't be as rude, but... You know, a long time ago, a long time ago, when old man was a young man, old young man, doing quests, there wasn't a quest guide. There wasn't anything like that. And unfortunately, quests became the bane of my existence. I don't even have a quest cape on my main that's like 23 years old. I have a quest cape on this account. Old young man did not want to do quests at all. At all. We just lied to this guy and gave him the wrong code. No. Let me tell you the passphrase. Yeah, I think we got it. Mokalakahiki, come on, you want to lay me. That was incorrect. And now we're going to dinner. I guess we just use these for now. Some strength XP here, though, you know? Not all bad. Not all bad. You know, I wish, my teammate would get out of the freaking way, bro. Get out of the way. Just get out of the way. I don't know why you're trying to stand under me. Yeah, cool mage attack. This guy just got triple smacked. Now we're maging? That's rude. Wait, what? Guess we'll touch up on the potion real quick. Wait, I just healed myself. I said take mini. Let's try to heal him now. There we go. Look at that. Now we can go back to killing people. I don't know what this blue arrow still is doing. Okay, I'd still like to, give him something. Oh, we pushed Alt. Oh, there we go. Dang, son, he just killed him. I always forget about that part. Yeah. He died. Oop. He yields. You know, I remember, like, in Star Wars, Count Dooku yielded, too. Look what happened to him. What? Whoa. Okay. Now we gotta talk to this guy. This guy over here. The old ones. That's me. That's me. Didn't realize I was in this quest. What's everybody else doing right now? What's everybody else? This is not exciting content by any means. What's everybody else doing? Playing League of Legends? Whoa! Playing, you know, some leagues. Playing some Disseries on her Iron Man again. Maybe, you know, the good old 1-2 punch. Somebody getting a T-bow. Somebody getting something hot. Doing some raids. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Elite clues. General task hopping. Yeah, I feel you on that. It is the quest so I can do a Moxliotl. We just did another quest earlier. It gave us 144k prayer. This one's going to give us some Slayer and some other XP too. He died. He got pushed off a cliff, bro. That guy got Kamehameha. Do you see how far back he flew? Woo! Then he got carried through the mountain. Good evening, Corey. Dissery, have you hit the reloaded option yet? Reason I ask is we're just gonna pray magic. Wait a minute. I thought I could tile skip. Okay. If you took the clues reloaded, the reason I was curious is I have a few clues left to do. Well, I have a lot of clues that are easy and medium and all that stuff. But I was just curious if the clue one you felt was worth it. I've thought about going reloaded and then going back to the clue tile just so I can farm clues. But I don't actually know you know, the value if it's good. I mean, it's good early game, but we're getting past that, you know, so. Flow state. I looked at that. That definitely combos with my character the best. Um, I just also like the convenience of doing clues, and there's a lot of tasks that are oriented around doing clues. So if you had that, you could potentially just, you know, max out on all those collection logs and the easy clues and medium clues, hard clues, elite clues. Just, you know. The problem is there's not really like end game gear in those. Like there's some blessed d'hide, but you can just go get that from Huey Codal. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you're getting a. It's not in game megas or anything. So. All right, we'll see if we get absolutely wrecked in here. Oh, never mind. I'm supposed to pull a chain to unlock a shortcut. Should do that for sure. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I felt like for task rushing, like there's so many tasks oriented around clues, collection logs, you know, wearing blessed d'hide, getting you know, trimmed armor, trimmed d'hide, you know, all this stuff. I just I don't know. I just to me it made sense to reload it back into it. Because I think that the flow state, if I remember right, and I can actually pull this up here, but the flow state is. Let me turn off my Pro Magic. I'm going to shortcut back here. The flow state affects, I think, all the skills, but there's one difference from Barbarian Gathering. So relics. Okay, relics. Flow state. So basically everything's 2-ticked, and I have Barbarian Gathering, so I can 2-tick everything. Fletching, smithing, crafting, all that. You know, I'm really glad you didn't sub after my first kill on a Moxliotl. That'd have been trolling. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, we did open our packs and get free stuff. Thank you so much, Corey. Oh, yeah. That unique drop sound is as this channel continues to grow, I'm sure will absolutely not be exploited to trigger other people in the chat and to trigger me as I'm streaming. I'm absolutely sure that people will not time their sub to a kill. This is called the Heart of Darkness. Tipperos fishing sped up, and Wintertot sped up. Stealing valuables, casting the following magic spells, the following farming interactions. Yeah, that's fair. I could see that. A lot of these skills I'm hoping to have like 99 almost by the time I get here. So I'm this absolutely combos with what we're doing as far as a character build way better. I just also look at Reloaded going back into like Grimoire or Nature's Accord or, you know, something that like transmute even. Just being able to max gear, just better everything. I don't know. This is going to be a tough decision. These relics are really good, though. I really like the relics this league's. I know some of them are recycled from previous leagues, but even just building my character, like I'm not metagaming or researching anything, but just building my character, I feel like there's a lot of potential possibilities. Like there's not just one clear path for a skiller and one clear path for a bosser and a PVM or whatever you want to call them, one clear path for a PKer. It seems pretty open, to be honest. If we need to teleport out of here, we can. Genuinely, I don't know. Should be fine as long as our prayer don't run out and we don't get trucked. Bloop, bye. Catch you later. Well, that level up almost got me killed. Well, maybe not killed, but I would have taken some damage for no reason. Oh, this boss version is very forgiving. I'm not taking direct 20s. Oh, I guess we telly back home and the quest is done. Yeah, blind bag definitely helping us out there. You saw some of those combo hits. Sub badges. So sub badges. Are you at Gym Crab, I imagine, Mew, for your defense running to 99? I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how to assign said badge. 129 defense. Ew. I'll have to look into badges. I don't know about the badges. There's free 96k everything. Like, I know what they are, but I wouldn't know how to... Like, I could make them. Like, I can graphic design them and make them. And then... I don't know... I'll have to look up, like, how to assign them to people and stuff. You know, back in my day, a long time ago, Twitch TV was actually Justin.tv. And I was around in those days. Ninja, the famous Fortnite player, actually, we would 1v1 in Halo Reach while he was on stream. Because I played Halo in a bunch of competitive games back then. Went to some tournaments and all over the states and stuff, and got to meet a lot of people and have some fun. So, a little fun fact about old man. He's the 1v1 on Halo Reach on Justin TV. But that is a long time ago. Really long time ago, actually. Yeah, really, really, really long time ago. You have a party hat pack from Etsy. Party hat pack. Corey's destined to be a rapper. For sure. Before Ninja blew up, he was just a raging gamer playing Halo. You know? Now he's a raging gamer playing whatever game he's playing now. But it is cool seeing some of the people you used to game with make it. Even if it wasn't like we were like best buds, we would just 1v1. Like there used to be people used to have accounts that you could basically play customs with, and if you had MLG 50 and all these other, you know, I'd have 50 everything in Halo 3, and you know, people would have accounts that basically were like an account that was a scapegoat friends list for customs, and you could actually play with people, just join games all day long and play customs instead of playing matchmaking, because once you got matchmaking, there wasn't really much of a point anymore. Once you hit 50s everything, so people just practice for the next tournament. So you could join basically these underground custom game lobbies by having certain people on your friends list that's their sole purpose, and that's how most of the time we got around, was doing customs. I'm sure a lot of other people did similar stuff back then. It's just a way to, you know, have basically an extra 100 friends when your limit was 100. You know, now what's the limit? You know, bajillion. We need 52 rune crafting for Final Dawn. The Arcan Blade's actually probably our best slash weapon when we get it. It's actually pretty good stat-wise. We also get 55,000 experience lamps, which turns into half a milli for combat skills. Rune crafting XP that pushes us to like 75. Maybe not that high, but you know, like maybe 65. Fletching, that would be great. I don't want to do fletching anymore. Thieving, we don't care about. We're 99. But it's a half a mil or more, so. And then we unlock Doom. We still have to unlock Toa. You know. I think I had a shadow when I did this on my main, so. At some point, we need to actually go get Blood Moon gear so we're not running around in-game in full adamant. We probably need to do that sometime soon, but Perilous Moons is giving us shit drops, dude. It's bad. It's really bad. I normally, you know, everybody has their joke of, you know, being spooned somewhere, right? But no, this shit's actually giving me bad drops. Like, you know, people are getting full sets, you know, after killing all three. And I get Super Compost, Swamp Tar, some Water Orbs, and that's like the end of my day. Maybe Atlatl Darts, which truthfully no one gives a shit about. So, I'll give a shit about it later, but right now it doesn't matter. It's a useless item. So. You know, that whole quest, we had to wear these dumbass sandals. We didn't get any agility XP the whole time. Actually, we did just unlock a Moxliato. We probably could go get that crush weapon so we can replace one of these spears. That actually probably is the plan. Let's go bank and then go do that. Let's go do a couple KC. You know, just play the game a little bit. See if we get a little some. We want the Glacial Timothy. Yes, I don't like turning off other people's drops, but I will mute drops that I don't want to see. Yeah, Addie's a vibe, for sure. As far as protein, depends on if you want to blow your kidneys out or not. If you don't want to have, you know, dialysis at, you know, 35 or something, probably like 0.8 grams per pound of body weight is a safe amount. Some people say, like, you need to eat, you know, 1 times or 2 times, or, you know, eat double your weight in protein every day. Like, I'm not a dietitian or a doctor or anything, but I'm also not trying to blow out my kidneys. So, you know, to me, as long as you're eating fairly raw foods, clean, you know, you're disciplined about not eating out, and you eat protein and fiber, generally fiber being from fruits and vegetables, and protein being from meat, or other sources, chickpeas, or garbanzo beans, whatever, you know, stuff like that, you're probably okay. I think it counts as a heavy weapon. I should also preface that with, again, not a doctor, dietitian, nutritionist, but going through programs that were from licensed, certified nutritionists and dietitians and stuff in my past, and being friends with people who chose that as a career path. Most of the time, raw foods, which are not processed, so instead of buying the bag of broccoli at the store, you actually buy the stalk of broccoli at the store. You know, eating like that, you're guaranteeing yourself some nutritional value. The other thing is obviously looking out for hydroponic fruits and vegetables. There are a lot of produce that's grown from petri dishes using a really cheap nutrient water solution that has basically no nutritional value. It's basically water. It allows them to sell it for dirt cheap. I'm not saying that all the cheap ones are like that. Just something to be aware of. That's, you know, so the more raw you can get as far as foods go, the better. Just we'll see if we get a. Hopefully, we get a 1 KC drop and we can just leave. That'd be a win. I don't even want a pet. I just want legit the Glacial Timothy. Let me get out of here. You know, call it a day. Life's good. These used to be 1 ticker. Am I tripping? Can't see. Should have been rotating. Well, we missed our perfect, but it's alright. Why are you so delayed? I don't hotkey anything either. I manually click. I don't think I've done a ton of like high tier combat stuff, or even probably any combat stuff streaming. So just a heads up, I don't have anything hotkeyed, so you may notice like, wow, old man's, you know, clicking all over the screen. That's why. That was brutal. Easy drop. Soul runes, it's actually relevant. I completed a hard combat test, totally shattered. And we got dog shit again, dude. Wow, cheap shot. Rude. I was tying my shoes. We got the XP drop, but we clicked off of him before the hit connected. I don't know if you saw that just a second ago. We actually got the XP drop for hitting him. But the shot never connected. How hard do you think this guy hits in mage form? We're about to find out. Our last flick. Ooh. We're out of combo eats too. I think we just use our last prayer point here. We have blood runes. We can actually cash it now. Hold the phone. I can't say I'm a fan of these drops, but, you know, we did get blood runes. We now can use ancient magics. I think Ice Barrage is 94? 91? Something like that. Hummus is great. Hummus is a great great snack food. You just have to watch the type of chips you get, because generally, obviously, sodium in the chips, and the chips are most of the time processed. You technically make your own chips by using bread and stuff, but realistically, I ain't about that life. So maybe low sodium chips, make that like a reward food. They're not cheat foods, they're reward foods. So you get 2 to 3 reward meals a week. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's a good way of reinforcing yourself. And if you slip up, then you just cancel one of your reward meals that week. You count that one as that reward meal. All right. I, again, cannot say I'm a fan of going back to this boss again. But here we are, going back to this boss again. I guess we'll try one more time for a hot drop. Alter, then go back up there, call it a day. We really need the Glacial Hammers. Glacial Chipotle is what we want. It's what we're looking for. Sorry. Off task. Off topic. Delayed response. Dizzery, if you have a party hat pack, can you use those for emojis? Or if they're badges, I will absolutely do that. That's really cool. I've been trying to keep most of the stuff that I have RuneScape oriented. So party hats fit great. Like a lot of the like the scroll opening, the sounds, everything. And Jagex has publicly released those sounds and have released licenses for personal use, not for commercial use. It's on their website, actually, on their official page. There's a library of like every sound in the game, every song in the game. It's really cool. They're the GOAT for doing that. So that's what I used for that. Used the gold sound for donation, and you know, the subscription's a unique drop. You know, the follow is what sound did I pick? I picked something else. It's not a drop sound. I don't remember. It's a sound. I have it somewhere. I could tell you, but that would be awesome. I appreciate that a lot. Dude, send that my way. That you got on Etsy, so imagine someone, you know, makes those in a bunch of different ways. You could send me their information too, or whatever, even if it's the tag, you know. I'd be interested in seeing what else they have as well. The party hats are cool and old-timey, so they fit the vibe really well. Party hats back in the day, you know, that was the big dealio. The Dragon Chain, whoa, that was it. See a Dragon Chain, Dragon Full Helm? It was like, what? Crazy, you know? We can do 2 KC comfortably with prayer. We got some blessed bone shards. I don't give a shit about the coal. Pick it up. No, we won't. We're dropping that shit. Oh, we stepped the wrong one. Ooh. Ooh. I look over and there's a wild conversation in chat. Why we got banned from TikTok, isn't it? We didn't really get banned from TikTok, but for now we can just say we did. I just deactivated the account temporarily. There's just too many places to be uploading content, trying to manage everything. And YouTube's honestly been very receptive to a lot of our stuff. Not discounting what TikTok's done, but YouTube we've got over 40 watch hours. We're over 20K views right now. We're getting close to 25K. Some of our videos have hit 5K views and up. So we have, you know, we've seen a positive response on that platform. So it makes sense to kind of go into it. Look at that, a pendant of 80s. It's about time we actually get a drop from this boss. More teleports. We have all the teleports. We teleport everywhere all the time. Now we can teleport back here. Faster, stronger, better, older, wiser. Wild convos in chat. Wild convos in chat. Even the bots aren't even trying to spam anymore, bro. They're like, we're out. It's too crazy for us, bro. Even the bots disease is out. Oh, I don't know why I put a second blade. Yeah, these are crushed, but we'll go pray at the altar and go back. Wild when the bots stop spamming. Because the chat's so wild, the bots join, they're like, whoa, back out. Backing out. All the bots people pay to go to their stream, you know. they jump in here and they're like, I'm outie, bro. Can't be here. Nope. Nope. Dangerous. Dangerous. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna be real. Can I even use this then? What even is this? Can't I go to... I know those are islands. What is this? What is this? Okay, what is... We already tried that one. What about this one? What about this one? So this is worthless. This is a worthless because we have to go activate a bunch of statues, and I don't really feel like doing that shit. That's not what I asked for. I need icicle hammers. I need popsicle hammers. That's what I need. I need polar pop icicle hammers to beat the shit out of Blood Moon bosses with. Perilous Moon bosses. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's all we need. Life could be so easy. Technically, the stats on this are even, except this rune pickaxe has +1 strength. That's why we need this crush weapon, dude. Not gonna lie, that's why we need this crush weapon. We need Glacial Tumulty so we can actually start. That combos with our whole build of heavy items, two-handed items. Some of these items we're using are one-handed, but they're heavy, so they trigger Blind Bag. But if we can get Glacial Tumulty and dual macaronis, bro, we are gonna truck. We're gonna be insta-killing Toa. The core's gonna drop and we're go whoa, 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 and the core's dead and we're done and we leave. That's it. It's all over. A mimic chest just ate that man. Now it said there's something to activate. I'm sure that is definitely nowhere near here. Probably is, but that's okay. Please, icicle hammers, popsicle hammers, that would be cool. I like popsicle hammers. Well, I was hoping it would instantly blow up, but... it did not. Confirmed. I wonder if we just eat through the pain. Are we able to just tank this without praying? Until she casts this, like, the ability, you know? That, we just do that and then keep fighting. Eat the rest. Right now we're going back with like a backpack full of food and our prayer's gone. Maybe we can ration this out a little bit. Oh, so I thought I hit before I combo ate. It's my fault. What are these drops, actually? What are these drops? These drops are straight ass. I think the combat animation for Blind Bag is slightly delayed or something. I'm noticing I'm clicking after, and if a Blind Bag triggers, I'm like a fraction of a second off. But it's just enough to fuck up a click. And I said earlier that the Blind Bag XP triggered at one time, but the attack never happened. I moved, I saw the XP drop, and I clicked off, but the attack never happened. We're gonna have to pay more attention to some of these hits. Some of these worlds are max. Maybe there's a ping delay. Maybe we can squeeze out a third kill here. We're kind of being a little lazy right now. I mean, technically we could flick every attack, but that's a lot of work. Like there, I don't think the attack happened. I saw the XP drop, but I don't think the attack happened. Another pendant of Ares, no one cares. Whatever this is, no one cares. No one cares. Do I have to wear it for a task? Oh, I do. Look at that. Let's go. Free tasks. Maybe we'll just eat through some of this for a minute. Oh, that's brutal. 20. That was actually tragic. Oh, I missed my true tile. I misclicked one tile over. Look, that hit never happened. We just saw it again. The XP drop happened, but the hit never happened. The hit never happened. One prayer point left to flick that attack. Now we gotta eat through the rest of this fight. What the fuck was that? We saw it again. Yeah, I guess we have to eat this. That sucks. 24. A 19. 17. Super greedy. The greed pays off. A rune plate body. No shit. We actually have armor now. Whoa. Hold the phone. We've upgraded, ladies and gentlemen. In 5 days of leagues, we actually have armor better than the first ones we got. We have a rune plate body. Whoa. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Those fucking Polar Pop hammers better be coming next, though, bro. I'm telling you what. I don't remember the most for prayer. Other accounts gonna do Wildy? Oh yeah, I forget you gotta like see every possible alternative. Well, we got to go back to the altar. Maybe we can squeeze out 3 kills. And then I really want these damn hammers. The goal is with blind bag is if we can get the best like two-handed weapons like these sulfur blades, you know, dragon claws, you know, dual macaronis, glacial Tomotli, all these just banging double hitting weapons that all swap. It just be non-stop action. That's what we want. We want non-stop action. We want every attack to be, you know, 2 hits, and when you get 6 items that all hit twice, all of a sudden you're fighting some dude and it's just like 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and then they're dead. And you're like, whoa, that was cool. How'd we do that? Nobody knows. And because we're rocking the prayer perk, we get extra melee strength based on Worn Prayer, which right now is Boo Boo. I think Amulet of Fury is our only Worn Prayer item. Our goal, inevitably, will be to like get some prayer armor and go from there. Honestly, I've debated even about just like doing easy clues and getting the like the God Wars stoles and stuff. The robes that give you like +8 or whatever it is. And just using those for a bit. But Rune Plate's an upgrade. It's better than more Frozen Tears and bullshit, right? So, wow. I think this will be my last couple kills, and I think I'm probably going to call it a little bit early tonight. I'm going to be streaming probably a lot this weekend. So I'm probably going to chill after we get a couple kills here. Like I said, going for the drops. But I am off tomorrow, and I'm chilling most of this weekend, so we're probably going to be streaming a lot this weekend. There will be lots of leagues. Look at that. Just crazy, crazy damage. I just want that with, like, not a Staff of Air. This is an Echo boss too, so potentially options there, you know. So the Glacial Tomotli would be really great here. If we get that, our Crush weapon goes up substantially. We can even still keep these in the backpack because technically each Addy Spear is a unique item because we've Karambwan poisoned one and we've not Karambwan poisoned the other. So we have 2 unique instances of an item for blind bag. Similar to what they talked about with the scythe theory. There's technically 6 different variants of the scythe. And that with blind bag you could potentially run a 6 scythe build and have a huge chance of each one triggering for multiple hits. Like that. More blood runes, I'll take that. Ancient magics, let's go. So that is a strat. I know some fairly larger streamers are discussing the scythe stuff. If they're able to pull that off. I thought he was weak to crush, but I'm pretty sure he is, but I could be wrong. The walking is so bad on these. I don't know if I'm getting caught in animation or... There's no way they were all blacked out there. That's crazy. Dude, come on. Cut the shit. Give us them popsicle hammers. That's all we want. I don't think I got enough food to do another run. Oh. I just want a popsicle hammer. I might. So, I'm gonna bank here and probably jump off for a little bit. I might be on later, I'm not sure. Just chill. Like I said, we'll be streaming. Be streaming a lot this weekend. My goal is to get the 99 agility out the way. We're approaching very quickly 99 agility. I'll plant these seeds before I log off, and we will call our butler before we log off as well. Make sure he's doing okay. Got to check in on our guy, giving us all that free XP. That juicy XP for free, you know. What are you gonna do when you got all that juicy XP for free? Where's all of our super compost we keep getting as a reward for doing Perilous Moons? That's relevant, right? Last time, you know, when I think of Perilous Moons, you know, and doing the Blood Moon bosses or the Moon bosses, the first thing that comes to my mind is super compost. The first thing that comes to my fucking mind, the second I hear those bosses, I'm like, super compost. Super compost, yeah. Swamp tar. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I don't know about y'all, but, you know, just something to keep in mind, you know. I don't want to eat a cucumber, but I appreciate you offering. You know. We're going to plant these seeds and call it. We're 28. Look at that. Look at that. We're 440 points away. God damn it. We got an Evil Bob random event. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Dude, the trauma this cat gave me as a kid. I hate this fucking cat so much. So much. I don't even remember what he said. He said fish. I gotta go find out what the fuck he said. I didn't pay attention. I gotta talk. The statue. That one. The fuck is that? Dude, when I was a kid, I hated Evil Bob. But you know what? You know what's even weird? Is that like, I don't know if anyone remembers the evil chicken that was a random event for a point in time, and it would literally spawn in. You could be in the bank. You didn't have to be out in the wilderness. You could literally be anywhere, and the evil chicken could spawn in and kill you with mage attacks. And they were like, it didn't give a shit about prayer. It didn't give a shit about anything. You just fucking died. Like, that's it. That was the end of the story. You died. If you, like, had rune, you could maybe somehow, if you weren't wearing it, in between attacks, go to your bank and maybe pull an item out and keep fighting the fucking chicken. But disgusting, dude. Disgusting. What the hell is he doing? What is he doing? There we go. But yeah, if anybody remembers that shit's traumatizing, bro. Evil Bob and the balloon animals and all the dumbass shit. No, bro. As a kid, I was just minding my own fucking business, killing cows in Lumbridge, going to Varrock sewers, and all of a sudden, here comes this motherfucker just taking you away. That's how they used to capture bots. They wouldn't even ask. Like, now you can dismiss them? Nah, bro. They just straight up come and abduct your ass, and you'd end up in a crane room trying to crane some bitch across the room. It didn't even make sense. It didn't even make sense. It's like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing right now? I was just mining iron ore, and now I gotta do what? I gotta pick a balloon animal and pick it right 4 times, or we can't get out? And back then, computer screens were basically fucking potatoes compared to what they look like now. So basically, it said pick this balloon animal, and it looks like a fucking Minecraft block with 4 purple squares as a tail. And you're like, I can't see that shit. What is that? You know, playing on 240p or some shit. And you're like, yeah, give me this balloon animal. Like, what? Bro, get out of here, man. All I can see is that it's purple. That's the best I can do. They're all purple. They don't give a shit. Terrible experience. Terrible experience. I'm glad that task is over with, because I don't ever want to do it again. We're at 410 task points. I don't even know what the hell we're doing. At some point, we got to build some shit. We got to smelt some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to reach some base levels. We got to do some clues. We got to fletch. Oh, see, like what is all that? What's all that malarkey? All right, let's see what this guy's brought to us. Let's check it out. What's up, my guy? 106k fletching for free. Look at all those mahogany planks. We're gonna sell the rest of that shit. We don't need it. 75 fletching for free. You know what? I'll take it every day of the week. That's wild. You got stuck in the wizard guy's secret maze. That was a hard one too as a kid. You know? Like, what the fuck are we doing? And again, back then, like right now, you can play like I'm playing on a large curved monitor. You know, it's a performance monitor. And back then, you played on 240p, a square monitor, if not a tube monitor. You couldn't play on your TVs back then. So, you didn't do shit. You didn't do shit. Absolutely nothing. So you can't see where the gate is. How am I supposed to see where that is? I can't even read. I ain't gonna lie, that limp work was pretty quick. It was actually, that was pretty awesome. He's gonna go back to fletching, so maybe we can skis 5 levels in fletching tomorrow. He can get us like 1,000,000 XP or something. And we don't gotta, you know, do too much of that. And we can tell him to go do something productive. We gotta grind out a bit of fishing. I don't want to take Slayer task until we get these points. We're so close. I don't want to take these until we get these points. Because I don't want to take a Slayer task if we're about to unlock the Slayer relic. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. And I'd love to have an auto Slayer helmet. Dude, this is old man content right here. Jagex, I swear, makes content for old man. And you know this because Varrock Sewers, they added me a boss down there. You know what? Then they were like, hey, I got an idea. Let's old man hates wearing the Slayer helmet. He hates it. He doesn't wear Slayer. On his main, he's 78 Slayer, you know, and he's never worn the goddamn Slayer helmet. I even crafted one and put it on one time for my friend to shut the fuck up. And then I literally threw it back in the bank, and I've never worn it since. And some people say, that's stupid. There's 1,000 better helmet slots than a 10% damage boost. And I always forget the shit anyway. So, I've wasted 400 Slayer points. So then they make a relic just for me that says, basically, you could be like old man and not wear a Slayer helmet and still get the bonuses. I love these guys. Great, this is the best relic out there, right here. If there's a relic that could teleport me to Varrock Sewers, I'd have grabbed that shit too. That's money. Oh, can I put this shit in here? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, though. Jag's coming in with the clutch. Clutch right there. Man, it's growing so quick. The sweet corn's slow as shit, bro, but the limpwort, it's about to grow again, bro. We're about to get it again. I'm gonna have grown this and picked it twice before anything else is done. I see the point on the accuracy part, but I just don't. I think there's a like 10. What is 10% bonus damage when, or if you get no melee strength from it, but you get melee strength from a helmet? What's the equivalent? Like you basically have to have a certain set of gear that would give you more than 10% being 6 essentially melee strength. Like if you have more than 60 melee strength, sure, maybe whatever 10% of that would be. You know, you had to try 120 melee strength, you get plus 12. Let's say if you could like quantify that into a piece of or into a stat. The accuracy for sure though, 100%. But I think there's better helmets out there. The prayer bonuses, anti-poison, like the Serpentine helm. That, in my opinion, that's one of the best Slayer helms. Can't be poisoned, can't be venomed. You get a melee strength bonus. You get a fat defense bonus. You're taking less damage. All about it. All about it. Slayer helm in the dumpy. In the dumpster. On bosses, absolutely. Slayer helm's dope. Absolutely for bossing and during Slayer. Yeah, that's banging. I agree with it there. Those are the instances I forget to wear the Slayer helm. Can't we buy some of that from this guy over here? If yeah, let's pickpocket this guy real quick. Wait, where's? There we go. It doesn't work for Vorcat either. Yeah, sir. Honestly, the Serp helm defense bonuses are great. I think it's a great helmet. Uh, I think Varex is another one that gets slept on, and it's fairly cheap, but very high defensive bonuses, and you get a prayer bonus, and it doesn't have a lot of negatives to like multi combat. So you can wear a Varex helm with range gear for extra defense, and I mean the prayer point doesn't really matter, but you don't really take a loss on range attack, and you get a really huge defense bonus. Um, there's a lot of other helmets out there for sure, and I'm sure in max gear, yeah, that 10% obviously equates to a lot more than it does early game. You know, but I just either I forget it or I don't see the value. I'd rather have part of that is me probably not being an efficiency scaper, but also part of that is me. I enjoy and like utility oriented stuff or all around stuff. I most of the gear sets that I like, or most of the builds that I like, are focused around tribrid or having or offsetting negatives, like trying to be as I don't want to say well-rounded, but like I love Arania boots. I love Avernic treads. I love fortified Missouri. Anything that gives me melee, and range, or magic and melee, or magic and range, and I can offset that with like a Ring of Suffering, imbued, where I have a huge defense bonus while I'm wearing Void. Like, I love stuff like that. There's our farming level 40. Take these Limpwort backs, make some strength potions. We cooking now. Yeah, full Void with like Avernic treads and a ring maxed and a Ring of Suffering imbued. And an Amulet of Blood Fury makes my heart sing. Like, it's probably one of my favorite builds in the game. Will love it. Just because Void naturally has a lower defense bonus, so having Avernics and Max with the Ring of Suffering max, imbued, whatever, Amulet of Blood Fury, so you get the defensive bonus. It's all around. That is like dream build for me. But I'm sure percentage point, you're 100% right on, like, especially late game, having probably a higher DPS. I think that there are some like differences. There's a lot of bosses that have better DPS calculators without a Slayer helmet, and there's a lot of other factors on other gear that may give a percentage bonus. Like, especially a lot of bosses that do Salve Amulet, or Salve Amulet EI. Am I tripping? What is the... Oh, level 77? What is this? You just add this to vials of water? Like, the fuck? Like, why doesn't that not say the other ingredient? Am I losing my mind? That's 77. Super energy potion. Oh, okay. So we have to make super energy potions, which are 37 or something like that. 52. Avento and Mormire fungi. That's gonna be a bitch to get. Yeah, basically that shit's basically the garbage. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to get. And I think we're out of Herblore till then, so. Alright, we've deposited everything. Let's go reset our prayer so we don't end up dead somewhere thinking we got prayer and we don't. And then I'm gonna call it. Yeah, it works for Vorkath, but there's a lot of instances like for Best in Slot, not wearing the Slayer helmet is actually it's better to not wear the Slayer helmet if you're on task. It's better to just wear the Salve Amulet EI, and I think there's a lot of cases like that for some bosses where you can get better bonuses. Not wearing it. It's a great item in the game. I am 100% the guy not wearing the Slayer helm. Absolutely. Whether because I forgot or whether because I don't care to look up the, if I'm going to get a slight damage increase from wearing it, is it worth my time? Oh, I might have a challenge for those, actually. We'll put those back. All right. We're 380 points away from the next relic. We're going to be getting Slayer. You already know. There's so much good stuff out here to get. Ooh wee. All right. I am jumping off. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Have a good day tomorrow. Thanks for popping in. We're going to have some fun this weekend. Yeah, I could say... yeah, dismissing Slayer Helm. For our Slayer account, we're basically rushing it, right? Because we don't want to unlock any Slayer tasks, so we're 100% going for it, because that's the sole objective. It's going to help the sole objective. On my main account, that's not a... or on my old school RuneScape main account, it's just not a thing I ever really cared to do. I did wear it one time recently, but not a fan. Just a, old man's old man, right? I like other helmets more than the Slayer helmet, but don't know what's gonna happen as we go back and forth between accounts. I am gonna probably stream leagues the rest of the weekend, and then I'll probably go back to doing the Iron Man Slayer Lock challenge. Leagues has been a lot of fun. We're probably throughout this weekend going to be doing a lot of gaming, so we might have a lot of 99s by the end of this weekend. Might be cashing out on leagues. Just calling it. But it's been fun. If we start streaming the old school RuneScape main, we're at Nex right now, with a shit ton of gear and Ruby Dragon Bolts E, and we're going for some Torva drops, so we might alternate a little bit this weekend depending on how leagues makes this go crazy. But have a good evening. I will see you on this weekend, I'm sure. Good luck on your drops.